First of all, I would like to congratulate the team. I think the girls have done a really good job to kickstart the SG chapter of WAI in Singapore right in the middle of the pandemic, and it's getting a lot of traction in the last 2 years. The aviation sector itself is quite niche, a very technical and even a regulated sector. So a lot of times we see mostly men, especially in the top positions. So I think it is really time that we have this SG chapter in Singapore and let women be connected with each other through this platform, so that we actually can, network and get to know each other. And I think it'd be useful for companies in the aviation sector to be able to tap into the other half of our, employees, potential female professionals who are up and coming, to do and contribute in this sector as well.
So this evening is obviously a social gathering, but at its core, Women in Aviation in Singapore is really looking to leverage a lot of the potential that exists within the country. The aviation sector is heavily backed by the government. We know, for example, that around Seletar, the MRO sector is huge and one of the largest in the world. I'm wondering what your aspirations would be in terms of programs and specific elements that the chapter can look to introduce.
Right, I think this evening's gala dinner is a really big step to get the big companies, the big names, and the other players in the aviation sector connected, and know that there is the existence of the WAI, and also to get the top management supporting this effort. So going forward, then it'll be easier once everyone is connected to get funding, to get programs going, and projects led by the members, the women members ourselves. And I think one area that's really useful and very meaningful is really mentoring. I have personally participated in 2 of their events in mentoring. One of them was called Girls in Aviation Day. So it was actually a talk. We invited youths, girls, teenagers who are interested in making aviation their career. So for me, I've been in aviation for more than 20 years, so I shared a bit of my own experience as a military pilot and the last 12 years in the Changi Airport Group in the corporate sector. And I think it's useful to encourage the young girls to dream and chase their dreams, think big, and if they are keen to be pilots, for example, or even astronauts, go for it. We also work closely with some of the members, companies behind this effort, like Airbus. They actually hosted a group of young girls to have a go at their simulator, and they had the instructors run through the programs of their cockpit trainer as well as the simulator. Very, very precious experience, very rare to do this. So I thought it was really good of some of these companies to be able to chip in and avail their resources to the WAI and really, start nurturing the younger generation to be interested to join the aviation sector in Singapore.
Thank you so much. You're clearly a huge inspiration given your background. So your support is very well received by the chapter, and here's to growing membership and more interest around Singapore and the region. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul.